Angelica and Susie are in preschool? Huh. Who would have thought that Angelica would make it? Hey everyone, this is Rabbit's Blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to another underrated obscure cartoon corner. So today's underrated obscure cartoon we talk about today is Angelica and Susie's Preschool Daze. And before I get into my thoughts about the show, here are a few words from the channel. Hey guys, if you want to check out more content from this channel, then tune in every Sunday and Monday for new videos. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of animated news that we wanted to talk about. So those would be considered special videos. And if you want to chat with us on social media or see when new videos are being released, then follow us through Twitter and Facebook. And also please feel free to join our new Facebook group, Chat with Animation Bliss, where we talk about animation with other animation fans. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So Angelica and Susie's Preschool Daze was a spin-off series from Rugrats, and it's basically about Angelica and Susie going to preschool and meeting up with other preschool kids their age like Harold and Savannah, and also dealing with their preschool teacher, Miss Weimer. So what are my thoughts about the show? Well, there's not really much to say about the show since the show only lasted for 4 episodes, so therefore it didn't really do much on Nickelodeon, and it just didn't really take off like Nickelodeon wanted to do. And I think the reason why the show didn't really take off like Nickelodeon wanted it to do was because it came out after All Grown Up premiere, which was another Rugrats spinoff that came out before Angelica and Susie's Preschool Daze, and the show happened to come out during the time where Rugrats' popularity was starting to wane, so Rugrats wasn't as popular as it once was during this decade, and SpongeBob SquarePants ended up being the more popular Nicktoon, so because of that, Angelica and Susie's Preschool Daze just didn't really take off the ground. But despite what happened with the show, let's talk about what I did like about the show. So some of the things I did like about the show was the premise itself. I did like the fact that we got a spin-off series that's about Angelica and Susie going to preschool and having them interact with other kids who are not the Rugrats like Tommy, Chucky, Phil, and Lil. And it was just interesting seeing what Angelica and Susie would be doing outside their own homes or away from the other Rugrats. And we get to see them interact with other preschool kids like Savannah and Harold. And I enjoy seeing that aspect of this series. And also regarding the animation, I do like the fact that the animation is a bit brighter, or they use brighter colors with the animation, as it makes the characters stand out a little more than the wash-up colors they usually use in the original series. So that's one thing I did like about the animation itself. Another thing that I liked about this show was some of its humor. Like I had complained about before that I thought that the humor was too juvenile, but it actually resonates a lot with the original humor of the original series, where it does have some dark humor. Well, this series doesn't have a lot of dark humor as the original series did, but it does have its humor that speaks out to the adults, and I found myself chuckling along with some of the jokes that was mentioned in this series. Now, some of the things I didn't like about the show was that I felt like this spin-off series wasn't really needed at this point. I had mentioned before that this show had came out during a time when Rugrats' popularity had started to wane, so at this point there was really no reason to make another spin-off series for Rugrats when Rugrats wasn't as popular as it once was before at this time. And I thought that having Angelica and Susie be in preschool, while it was an interesting premise, wasn't really needed at this point because we have been seeing Angelica and Susie in preschool a dozen times in the original series, so why make a spin-off series about that? And also this spin-off series came out after All Grown Up came out, so we already seen the Rugrats in school and interacted with other kids, so we didn't really need to see that again with Angelica and Susie, and we didn't need to see Angelica and Susie being babies again or being toddlers again in this series. Another thing I didn't like about the show was the animation itself. I did like the fact that the animation is a lot brighter than it was in the original series, but I didn't like how the characters' eyes look like they actually have colored eyes for Angelica and Susie. Like Angelica has blue eyes, and I believe Susie has green eyes, but it just made them look so weird in this series. And then there was the way that the characters' eyes were shaded that made them look very creepy, and I didn't like that. So I thought that the animation was a bit odd for this show, even though the original series Rugrats did have its odd animations too. But there I can take it, and I thought it actually brings a unique charm to the original series. So overall, Angelica and Susie's Preschool Daze was an okay show. Like, it wasn't too bad. Like, there were some moments that made me chuckle a lot, and I did like the premise of the show about Angelica and Susie going to preschool with other kids their age. But at the same time, I felt like the show wasn't really needed at this point. Like, we already had a spin-off series where the Rugrats are going to school and interacting with other kids and All Grown Up. So why do we need another spin-off series that does the exact same thing, except that it's just with Angelica and Susie this time and they're much younger? But yeah, if you haven't seen Angelica and Susie's Preschool Days, please feel free to watch this show if you're a huge Rugrats fan and you want to know more about this unknown spin-off series from Rugrats. Well, that's my review on Angelica and Susie's Preschool Days, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Angelica and Susie's Preschool Days? And if you have, did you like the show? Did you hate the show? And what were some other spin-off shows from famous shows that you felt like didn't really need to be created? Please feel free to comment down below. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rob Explorer Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? Then please feel free to hit that like button. And also, hit that subscribe button for more animation content from this channel. And now, roll the credits please.